Okay, so you broke away from law and decided to start your own, you decided to bring your green juice to the market, and you started at the Austin Farmers Markets.
Yes, so I was working a big corporate job in Dallas and decided that I was done commuting from Austin to Dallas, wasn't seeing my child, so I left. And I took the summer and was like, you know what? Like, if in a perfect world, what would I do? Like, if I were gonna change the world in some way, what would that be? And for me, it would be making a green juice available to everybody, so everybody can have one every day. I believe that it changes the way you eat all day long. I think the result is when you're malnourished, you eat like crap all day long, but when you're nourished because you've had a green juice every day, you actually eat a lot healthier the rest of the day. And so most people are walking around with some form of malnourishment. Either they're deficient in minerals or vitamins of some form. If they do a daily greens every single day, they're no longer malnourished.
Right.
And it just changes everything. So I'm so passionate about it. I want to get it everywhere, into everybody's hands, and I want it affordable. I want people to be able to consume it every single day.
Right.
So, so that meant not juice bars. That meant like getting it into grocery stores. And so I cold called the CEO of Holy Guacamole because I knew that I had to make it safe for customers.
Right.
And I said, "Where's your HPP machine?" That's how we make it safe. We high pressure it, and instead of heating it. And
right, because it's cold pressed juice, which is
it's cold pressed juice.
You want
it continues to be raw the way that we do it. So he took my call. I have no idea why he even answered the phone. It was amazing.
Wow.
And I said, "Where's your HPP machine?" He's like, "They're in Mexico, but there's one in Dallas. I'll introduce you." And so I met this guy in Dallas who had a machine, and he took me under his wing, and we would make like 60 bottles at midnight and load it up in the truck and get there at dawn, you know, turn quickly into more than 60 bottles, and then we would bring it back to Austin and sell it at the farmer's market.
And you would sell out every time?
Every time. So the first weekend we did one market, the next weekend we did two. By the end of the first month, we were in all 5 farmers markets.
Right.
And in Weedsville Co-op. Within 2 months, we were in Central Market. Within 3 months, we were in HEB. Within 4 months, we were in Whole Foods. So it just went really quickly because when I started the business, we were the only cold pressed juice company outside of LA and New York.
Right, so actually that's how I found you. So I was going to San Francisco a lot for work, and I would get cold pressed juice, but it was made right there. And nothing existed. And I lived in San Antonio at the time, and I went to Whole Foods and picked up one of these bottles, and I looked at the side and it had your story. And I thought, wow, that woman is so neat, right? And then a couple years later, I got to meet you, and now we're friends.
That's cool.
It's so cool. Okay, so when you were, I mean, you're selling out every day you go to the farmer's market, and you're feeling successful, but how do you break away from law and do this full time?
I mean, it was hard. I literally would practice law all week long, like during the day, and then at night, about 5 o'clock, I would split out and go to the kitchen we worked in and like make juice with the team like the rest of the night.
Right.
And like I had a number of employees who worked for free for like the first 3 months until I could get funding for the business. You know, on paper, it made no sense. Like I literally had friends trying to have an intervention with me. They're like, "Have you lost your marbles? You're gonna stop practicing law and like sell juice at the farmer's market. Like, what's the matter with you?"
Right. It must be something in the Austin air.
For me, I just could not do it. I every day I would wake up sad and burdened by how unhealthy everybody is.
Right.
It just makes me so sad.
Okay, so here's a good question. So you believe in juice, but when you look at America, we have a weight issue. We have all these problems. Does the country buy this? I mean, is this something that just moms drink, or do dads drink it? Do kids drink it?
So, good question. We actually did some consumer work last fall, and I was blown away. It said that our products are consumed 50% by men and women, and it's usually a family of 4, and 86% of the household under the age of 18 drinks daily greens.
That's amazing.
So all the kiddos are drinking it too.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Well, especially because Austin seems so receptive to healthy eating and healthy living. You know, so it makes sense in Austin, but the fact that you've gone global with this is really exciting.
I know. We're basically distributed in every state now. Soon to be Mexico.
Nice.
Yes. And I feel so blessed. I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, in the course of like less than 5 years, to be able to go from the farmer's market to like all major channels, you know, Costco, Target, Walmart, you know, it's been amazing.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's awesome. Shauna, thank you so much for coming and being a part of this. It's such a pleasure to have you here, and it's such a pleasure to have you as a friend.
Oh, thank you for having me.